Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is my very honor to see you. And today we would like to talk about the following material for semantics, which is called dimension of meaning. Okay, yeah, for your information that so when we talk about dimension of meaning, so it means that we talk about denotation, sense, relation, and also connotation. So this is scope of our meeting today. And for your information, if we talk about dimension of meaning, so we have take a look at for this triangle. So we have the concept, we have a reference, and also symbol. So these three concepts is just like we call that semantic triangle. And this is how can we say that concept refers to what comes to our mind, what's something in our brain. So that is concept. So when we saw about physical object, yeah, we have physical object here, and so we call that as a referent. The terminology is referent because something that refers to. We have the concept and we have the referent. Now, reference refers to physical object. So, what does it look like? So, what about this? Is it concrete or abstract? Yeah, and then and another triangle. So we have symbol. Yeah, so we can find out the symbol for uh, so according to this triangle, it is explained to us that okay, when we have a concept, so we know about the reference. So what is it referred to? And then physical object, reference, and also the symbol. Now symbol here, so we use a word, yeah, word that we know, and we make a convention together, such as the word with the symbol cat, the word cat. So uh, put a symbol cat to referring to physical object like this, and then we put it in our mind or the concept of our brain. Yeah. So this triangle, yeah, you can find out on the organ and the chart in 1923. So meaning of meaning. So this is uh, one of the semantic triangle that is easily for us to know about the concept. Okay, so the concept, reference, and symbol. Next, we go to another one. So this one, yeah. So organ and Richard explained that yes, there is association, reference, and also concept and meaning. So each definition, each terminology has their own definition. For instance, so we have this association as the bond between word and concept. Yeah, so association, the bond between the word and concept, just like uh, symbol, something like that. And we have reference between the concept and object. Yeah, uh, concept and object. So what about the meaning? Meaning between the bond between object and word. Yeah, so quite can distinguish about this. And then so we have also concept. So concept, when we hear or read about a word, so after the word, mental picture of the what the word represents. So it is concept. Now, so association, reference, meaning, and concept. This is what get from Organ and also Richards. Okay. And then so we have, so this is how can we say that reference and sense. Now reference, it is relates to, yes, what I have just mentioned before, that relate to the concrete, so physical object. Now it can be proved that the things, the thing in the real world, only one step to prove it. Yeah, And so what about sense? So that is the difference between reference and sense. Yeah, a reference refers to something that concrete. So what about sense? Sense refers to something abstract. We can see it, we can touch it. So it doesn't have a real object, and we have to imagine. We have to compare to our experience. So this is what we call reference and sense. So reference refers to something concrete and sense refers to something abstract. Okay, and then so we go to denotation, because yeah, the denotation is literal primary direct meaning of the word, so we know what is the meaning of that one, so we call that denotation. It is called, yeah, it is also called as a dictionary meaning. Yeah. And then it is act of process denoting between the word to its literal set. Okay, so it is different, totally different with implied or associated meaning. Okay, and uh, after connotation, so we have, sorry, denotation, we have connotation. So what is it, connotation? Connotation is just like, yeah, the meaning is more than denotation. Yeah, because what, something that beyond the denotation itself, the words have a connotation meaning. So we can find out that, so this is how can we use a language that we know that language express wide range of attitudes called connotation. Okay, and then yeah, of course, this is according to the agreement of some people, for instance, and it is implied or associated meaning with the word influenced by the value or culture beyond the word itself. Okay, so this is connotation. Now, how can we give that kind of example in our daily basis about, so what is it, denotation and also connotation? For instance, we have the dog. Yes, so take a look at for the sentence. This sentence, this dog is a Dalmatian. Okay, so the notation of dog, so we know that. So what is it, dog? Dog is purely biological animal kingdom. Yeah, we know that this is a dog. Yeah, it's an animal with the four legs and also with yeah, we know about the reference. We know about the physical object of a dog itself. So what about the connotation of dog itself? So we have, for instance, yeah, dog for maybe for some Eskimos, they call this dog as an animal that is used for pulling asleep. Yeah. So you can imagine that, okay, dog, it is not a dog like uh, in usual, but dog is for Eskimos people, yeah, they call that dog is an animal that is used for pulling sleep. Okay, so this is, we call that dog. So what about the connotation of dog itself? The connotation for dog for the Pharisees. Yeah, the Pharisees is just like an agent, yeah, or a fate. They regard that dogs as a nearly sacred. Very, this is very, how do you call that? They need to take care of the dog, so nearly sacred. And then, so we have also Hindus. Yeah, Hindus consider that dog is a great pest. Yeah? So the connotation of dog for Hindus people consider that dog is a great pest. Yeah, while others we call that pet. Yeah. So this is how can we try to change the word, the phoneme S and T. Yeah, just switch. This is a connotation of dog itself. Now, uh, and we have also another example for a violin. Violin and that fiddle can have the same reference, same connotation, but they different in connotation. Just like this, violin is the usual term, the natural one. the neutral, sorry, the neutral one. Fiddle is used for humor or express affection or lack of steam. Okay. I think this is exercise and try to make some brainstorming. How do you following the word of each differ in connotation? Yeah, such as notation, statement, obvious, timid, lawyer, and so on. Okay. So, for instance, yeah, we have this politician and statesman. Know that politician has a negative connotation in weakness and in sincerity, while statesperson connotates sincerity. So, this is one of for the example about politician and statements. So find words in pair of your own language that have the same different but different in connotation. So please write down on the comment if you find out that one. Okay. And okay, so I would like to talk about something fundamental here, something like we call that okay, syntagmatic relation and also paradigmatic relation. Okay, syntagmatic relation and paradigmatic relation is just like yeah, syntagmatic is relation of the lexeme with the other lexeme with each, which it occurs in the same phrases or sentences. Yeah, for instance, we have this uh, child or red occur with a book or judge or sorry, this is not one equal to yeah to make it more this is very simple if you would like to know about syntagmatic and paradigmatic. But before we go to this uh, slide, so I would like to talk about paradigmatic. So what is it paradigmatic? Paradigmatic is just like relation of choice. How can we yeah we choose from numbers possible words that can fill the same blank. Yeah. So to make it more easier for you guys. So this is what is it? Syntagmatic and also paradigmatic. Now, syntagmatic is just like the relation of the subject, sorry, the structure of the sentence. For instance, we have uh, the ridiculous girl fell into the pond. So this is syntagmatic. Syntagmatic is horizontal one. Okay, so this is syntagmatic and paradigmatic is a vertical one. So how can we explain about this? So for instance, such as like so syntagmatic. So what about syntagmatics of this sentence? Okay, take a look at the structure. So the structure is the ridiculous girl fell into the pond. Okay, so we can find out that the syntagmatics of this structure of sentence is subject, verb, and sorry, this is not object, but this is okay, this is object, but preposition. Yeah, this is preposition, right? Preposition, preposition plus noun phrase. We have this noun phrase and the noun. So this is determiner plus noun. So this is noun. Now, what we have to do is try to this noun. So what we have to do is find out the same. So this is how can we say that this is syntagmatic. Yeah. So the syntagmatic structure subject, verb, and also this is object, which is noun. Okay. So in paradigmatic, so what we have to do is try to find out about this. Yeah. The as a determiner, right? We know that this is a ridiculous, it's just like adjective, right? Adjective that follow with a noun. So this is noun. This is noun, this is adjective. Yeah, adjective. So what we have to do is find out the same adjective. we can construct another sentence. For instance, the silly person, girl, we change with in paradigmatic a person. Girl and person, the same noun. Yeah. Person, woman, lady, princess, child is a noun. Yeah. So what about ridiculous? Ridiculous is adjective. So we have another adjective, silly, foolish, yeah, adjective for funny, crazy, and cozy. Okay. So in paradigmatic, so they must be in line, they must be in same category for thought of speech. Okay, so we have also for verb here. So verb is found. So we find out another verb, yeah, such as jump, because yeah, three, right? Okay, two. This is past tense. Tripped, plunked, walked, and ran. So what about into the what? So take a look at for the noun itself. River as a noun, lake as a noun, sea as a noun, ocean as a noun, and pool as a noun. So if we create a sentence using syntagmatic and paradigmatic, so with syntagmatic, so we can create another or even more than 100 sentences with these kinds of paradigmatic. For instance, the silly person jumped into the river. Yeah. The silly person jumped into the river. The foolish woman tripped into the lake. The funny lady plunged into the sea. The crazy princess walked into the ocean. The classy child ran into the pool. So according to the syntagmatic and paradigmatic, so we can find out and can create the sentence according to their power speech or their category. Okay, so this is about syntagmatic and paradigmatic. So this is what we talked about the previous material about lompatan makna. Yeah, about that. So this is one of the example for lompatan makna. Okay, and yeah, so this is how can we try to identify syntagmatic and paradigmatic relation of some sentences in the text. Yeah, right now 5 sentences, and for instance, take a look at for the example. We are studying semantic right now. Yeah, we are studying semantic right now. So we have a structure of the sentence, such as yeah, this one. Okay, subject, this one. This is a verb or studying. This is object, semantic as an object. And right now as a complement. Okay. So to make it more syntagmatic relation, so we break down. So, okay, we as a what? This is a noun. Good. So what about are studying? Are as a be, to be, right? And studying as a verb. And semantic as a noun. And right now as an adverb. So now after we know about the syntactic relation structure, so we try to create PR, paradigmatic relation. So we can create another example, another sentence with the same syntagmatic relation, such as she was washing clothes yesterday. Okay, so you can easily find out that this is syntagmatic and paradigmatic. So subject, we know that this is a verb, this is object, this is okay, complement. So make it more detail about this. So we have what? We have this one. Okay. noun, she as a noun, was as a bee, washing as a verb, clothes as a noun, and yesterday as an adverb. So still the same paradigmatic with syntagmatic. So this is how can we say about syntagmatic and paradigmatic. How can we create a sentence in syntagmatic and paradigmatic? Okay, so uh this is the summary for our presentation today. So about dimension of meaning. So yeah, meaning of words are various types. So we have denotation, yeah, which is we know that this is a literal or primary or direct meaning. So we have also connotation, yeah, just to know that connotation is something that beyond denotation, something implied meaning, yeah. So implication or something, and we have also the same relations such as syntagmatic and paradigmatic relation. Okay, now, so that was for my presentation about dimension of meaning, which is denotation, relation, connotation, and syntagmatic and paradigmatic. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Class dismissed and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.